Yes, I'm just wondering, why extend the short-selling ban if there's confidence in the market?
Good morning, Linda. Thank you for having me here. In terms of short selling, clearly there are emerging signs of recovery, Linda. We are definitely, as you would agree, we're not out of the woods yet. Just look at the global economy. Can anyone say with any level of certainty that the worst is over? And if we look at what the IMF says, that we are heading into a period of profound uncertainty. So obviously we have to take this into account. And although market performance has improved since its year-to-date low in March 2020, the suspension to the end of this year takes into account of three important factors. And one is the COVID-19, two, the economy and the overall weakening of the economic environment, and three, the geopolitics. And with the escalation or re-escalation of the geopolitical tensions, together with the weakness in the economy and the COVID-19, it all conspired to mean that we can't bring back short selling from suspension. But of course, the Securities Commission and Bursa Malaysia will continue to monitor developments, and we will evaluate the adequacy of existing measures to support an orderly market and mitigate any potential risks there. Ms. Linda.
Speaking of risks, I'm just wondering how you view the surge in retail investors in Malaysia included. I mean, do you see that as a possible risk?
The surge of the retail investors, I don't think there is a risk, although we are happy to have the retail investors back in the market, and whether or not they are investing because they what do you call that? They are looking at the companies with much better appreciation. At the moment, what we can say is that it is helping the activity and the vibrancy of the market. And as you can see, the local retail investors have brought in close to 6.4 billion at the end of June this year. And they made 29% of total value traded, up from 21% for the whole of last year. So, as you say, although it might be too early for us to say that this increase in retail participation is a good sign of their confidence in the company yet, but it is definitely a good sign for the market activity and vibrancy.
Do you see a need to implement measures to ensure the safety of these traders? I mean, apart from allowing higher online settlement limit?
Yes, the Securities Commission have taken action, and we will continue to take action aimed at achieving our three goals. First, our market integrity. Second, relief to issuers. Third, enable opportunities. Now, coming back to my first point on market integrity, we are, of course, looking at to ensure that the conduct is fair and orderly, and that market continue to function as they should. On to my second point, which was relief to issuers, and this include giving distressed companies some breathing space during this unusual period to regularize their financial position. And it's not just the issuers, the investors, the intermediaries should also benefit from this relief. And my third point about enabling opportunities, of course, we have to ensure that we take these opportunities to recalibrate by setting aside funding to build capabilities and provide jobs for fresh graduates, young people, displaced workers in the capital market. And that is how, through the National Economic Recovery Plan, that we are enabling those opportunities. And one last point, apart from that, I think the other important focus area is to provide financial support for SMEs. They are adversely impacted by this pandemic. And of course, the Malaysian capital market recognizes that these enterprises are the backbone of Malaysian economy, making up almost 40% of our GDP. So that is also one area that we will continue to focus on. Linda.
Syed Zaid, back in 2019, the SC sent a show-cause letter to Goldman. What's transpired since then?
The show-cause letter to Goldman is now with the Attorney General. The matter is now with the Attorney General. So as a result of that, Linda, I really can't offer you any further insight into this.
In terms of other auditors, other banks, can we expect any of the others to get fined for the 1MDB scandal?
Likewise, as I said before, these matters are currently ongoing. Some of them are in the court. So it is really up to the courts now.
What policies are being implemented to ensure that a scandal like 1MDB does not happen again?
Yes, clearly there are several cases at the moment which are related to 1MDB. And again, they are all in the courts right now. And Bess, I really cannot give you any insight at this stage and let the courts have their say on it.